Hi, Mayor Pete.
Thanks for
First
coming.
off, thank you so much for coming and speaking with us. I'm Natasha. I was on active duty. I was an electrical mechanical engineer. I was working in an electrical panel when, sadly, it blew up in my face. I spent a year in a burn rehab unit after I was seriously injured while on duty. And during that time, I felt what it was like to be alone for the first time. And after I returned to duty, was not able to do my job and continued to feel alone. I went through a downward spiral of depression and anxiety, and I didn't have the community. I didn't have anybody really to reach out to that would understand what I've been through. It wasn't until recently that I found a community of veterans at the Manchester VA, and I have since then started to volunteer for their whole health program and have also dedicated my life now to helping veterans who feel alone. What programs would you bring to the table in order to bring a sense of community and a sense of being a whole person who's a member of that community?
We talk a lot about community, identity, and purpose and how they fit together. And when it's working, it's beautiful, especially in the military. When things are going right, you have that sense of community and identity and purpose. And then it becomes incredibly disorienting if all of a sudden you don't. And so first of all, thank you not only for serving, but for what you're doing to build that up for fellow veterans, because it can literally be a life or death issue. It's exactly the kind of thing that the grants that I'm proposing would be able to fund when there's something that would make a difference on mental health as part of a community plan. The solutions aren't necessarily going to come from Washington. They're going to come from our communities, but Washington's got to help. And if we get this right, then that phenomenon, it's almost a hard thing to describe, right? Because it's intangible, it's not documented. I can't order that there be a greater sense of community, but what we can do is provide the resources to those who are building it at the most human level. This is about humans reaching out to each other. That's what we're in a crisis of.
I feel, especially in the mental health world, we've always tried to do a one-size-fits-all, kind of by-the-book approach, and it simply doesn't work. Mayor Pete actually wants to take and make this a community effort.
When you find it and you build it up, it is a life-saving enterprise. So I commend you for doing it, and as president, I will be helping you and those who do that work like you around the country.